I'm hoping that everyone saw Senior Year on Netflix, and I want to ask you the question, do you think Rebel is still as funny now that she's lost the weight?
Her 70-pound plus weight loss and how her team initially reacted.
I got a lot of pushback from my own team, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this year of health. And they were like, why? Why would you want to do that? Because I was earning millions of dollars being, the funny fat girl.
What do you think, Mars?
I still think she is.
I do
laughed
too.
the whole way through. I thought it was a funny movie.
Yep. Especially when she did Britney Spears.
Yeah. I thought she was
But
funny.
Mars always said to me, which is very, very interesting, she said to me all the time, you wait, when Rebel Wilson loses weight, Joe, people are not going to like her as much. I'm like, why, Mars? Why? Because I didn't see anything from that perspective. Marzy's always filling me in.
I will like her. So I feel like she won't get as many jobs as she once would have.
Yeah.
So, I still think people will like her. Mm-hmm. I definitely still like her. I
Me
think she's
too.
hilarious.
I think she's awesome.
A lot of her humour is the same kind of humour I have.
Yep.
So I think she's funny as,
But what people are saying, though, people are saying, oh, she thinks she's so good she's lost the weight. Why do people say stuff like that? I don't understand that. I think good on them.
I think you should feel good that she lost weight. But
I love it.
that's
I
the
love
sad
seeing
reality of it.
transformations.
That is the sad reality of it, because everything... Okay, this might be a bit whatever. People... I think, well, you can't say this. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of body positivity, which is good. It's good to be body positivity, and I'm not knocking anyone who wants to be the size that they want to be. But then you shouldn't knock someone who doesn't want to be that size and that does want to change. We don't all want to be fat. This is just a byproduct of my mental health. Yeah. I don't want to be this size. I've never wanted to be this size. I'm not happy in the body that I am in. We don't all want to be fat.
Yep.
Some of us do actually want to have nice bodies and fit in nice clothes. Some of us actually do want to do that. So don't give us shit when we do, basically. That's what I want to put out there. And I feel like Rebel might be getting a bit of backlash or not wanting to be, feel like shit when you wake up in the morning, Maybe I don't want to have back pain every day.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Don't give me crap for it.
Yeah, because Marzi has problems. Like, since she's lost 30 kilograms, Marzi can walk so much better. Yeah. She doesn't have problems with her back as much, and she does things so normal.
I'd like not to die.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Those that, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking people that want the body positivity. That's great.
Yep.
Just don't knock me for not wanting to be that size for, that's all.
Marzi's never been a slim person ever, her whole life.
No, I've always been fat.
So.
You look at my baby pictures, I was fat.
Yeah.
I was always, the chubby girl.
The chubby
fat
cute.
That will lose.
Yeah.
I never did lose the weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kept getting bigger anyway. But, so I don't even know what it's like to be skinny. I've never had that.
Because I always say to Mars, wouldn't you want to buy that, Mars? That will look so nice on you once you lose the weight. And Mars always says...
I just can't be bothered because of my weight. I don't see it.
I knew deep down inside some of the emotional eating behaviours I was doing was not healthy. Like, I did not need a tub of ice cream every night, or, that was me kind of numbing emotions with using food, which wasn't the healthiest thing.
Got a lot of backlash though when she lost the weight. Like,
Yeah.
I find this unbelievable. Like, they say that we can't judge people, but why is it that people are judging those who are losing weight?
Oh, well, they were saying that basically you can't be funny being fat. I
Yeah.
think, like, she wouldn't make as much money without
So
the
her
extra weight on
team
her.
did not want her
I
to
found
lose
the movie
weight.
quite funny though.
Yeah,
even
with
if
the
she
weight
don't-
loss.
Yeah, but I know if I lost the weight, I wouldn't be able to talk the same way I talk now. I'm worried as well. Sometimes that's part of the, my own issues. I'm worried about if I lost the weight, would I still be able to be me, or would I have to change my whole personality to be like a skinny girl personality? Not a skinny girl, but like more reserved, I suppose, not as outspoken as I could be, or be able to express myself as much as I am, because I feel like I would be judged more. I don't know, I feel like the extra weight gives me a bit of leeway, a bit more of advantage of being able to just get away with stuff.
Because, can I say it to the Mars? When Marzi and I go out and Marzi looks a little bit sad, everyone always says, is she okay? Does she want me to help her out? Like, don't you, Mars? Don't you get that a lot?
We had, I don't know if I should say this.
Go on.
We had a little bit of a tiff a while back, not that long.
I'm trying to think which one. Yeah.
We both stormed off.
Yep.
And I was being consoled by your dad,
Yep.
my uncle, and I don't know if I told you this, a random woman came up to me and offered me a tissue. You can ask your dad. I swear to God.
Yeah.
She's like, here, you can have this. I'm like, oh no, I'm okay. Like, I was having a bit of a diva moment, and I was just having a spaz attack. It was no big drama
No,
or anything.
it's
We just
very
had a bit of a
minute.
tiff. I happen to cry a lot.
Yep.
I can't help myself sometimes. I get overly emotional.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. It was just random. This random woman came up to me and offered me a tissue. I don't know. I don't know if she would have done that if I was skinny.
It's interesting because I know it's.
Because I know you were upset too, but I don't.
No one cared less. No one cared
I got
less.
the console.
I didn't even have my dad chasing me. You know, my dad went and chased Marcy to see if she was okay.
I'm only speaking for myself as well. I'm not saying this as everybody. This is what I've observed for me.
Yep.
And I just feel like I do tend to get away with a bit more than what, for what I can say. And I don't know if I would be able to say the same stuff if I lost the weight, if I'd have to.
And Marcy's worried about that. She often says it to me.
I wonder, because when we were watching MAFS, and this isn't with everything, like I don't do anything malicious or anything.
No, she doesn't.
Some
She's
little
a good
mannerisms
she's
of
a good egg.
Olivia's did remind me, it's like, oh, I kind of say that sometimes. Or, like, I think if you look back on some of our videos, I'm like, oh, I don't care about her. Like, I do say that. I think I said it about Tamara's, like, oh, I have no sympathy for her. Like, and I have said that. I feel like if I said that as a skinny person, or if Joe said that, it wouldn't come across the same, and that we might get backlash for it. But I feel like I can say that, and I can be like, I don't give a crap.
Yep.
Don't see how I can move forward from Dom. I do not care to find a way forward. I do not care.
So that she said, even though fat people might have a go at me, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm fat, I'm having a go at you, deal with it. Sorry. It's not hard to gain weight, I'm sorry.
She had no empathy whatsoever. I was like, Mars.
As far as empathy, I just don't have it. It's just not in me.
I just don't empathise with her.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. I don't mean it with that bad of intent, but it can come across that way. And I feel like I can still get away with it because of my weight. And I feel like maybe some of what Olivia has said and done, maybe she wouldn't have got as much backlash if she was still big. I don't know. That's just I don't know. Maybe not. I could be wrong.
And you were saying too, though, Mars, that Olivia's still in a bigger mentality. Remember you said that a lot? What do you mean by that?
Not mentality, but I feel like her personality. Because I feel like when you're overweight, like I say, we can get a lot away with stuff. So we say more things that maybe we come across more abrupt. Like when she would say things like, I'm a petty person. I say that too. I'm a petty person.
She says it all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like it would come across a lot worse if I lost the weight.
Yeah.
Even though I say that, I feel like people don't care when I say it now. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
she's
I
like
say
the
that all
jolly,
time.
she's
It's
a
like,
jolly chubby girl.
yeah, so I mean, people don't take what I say as seriously sometimes, maybe. I mean, because I joke, I am very sarcastic too.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm a petty, I don't mean it in a very serious way. Like I'm talking, I mean it as a joke, but I don't know if it would come across that way.
Yeah.
I feel like I can say it more in a joking manner at the moment.
Yeah.
That I can do that. Because I'm more sarcastic than you, and I have more of a darker humour.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my personality naturally. But I don't know if I don't know if Olivia has that too, and maybe she's just been come across in a negative way, and that maybe that personality of hers.
Like Marzi is nothing like Olivia. I just want to put that out there. She's nothing like
I'm
Olivia,
just
but
talking about
Olivia
maybe
is a
little
straight
things,
shooter.
little things. Like when she said, I'm a petty person. I've said that too.
She says it all the time.
But I feel like people don't mind me saying that as much. I don't know, maybe you do. I don't know.
So why is it then that Rebel Wilson got backlash when she lost the weight? She's still the same person. She's still the same jolly person. But why is it that people dissed her more when she lost the weight and said she's not as funny? And they've done that with quite a few people. They've said this person isn't as funny as soon as they've lost the weight. And they're still the goddamn same.
I don't know. I mean, because there's obviously skinny comedians out there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different type of humour. I don't watch stand-up comedians too often, so I don't know. But, I don't know, maybe it's just the way you present yourself. Like, if you presented yourself a certain way your whole life as this specific person, and then suddenly you've lost the weight, your image doesn't match your personality. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just a mental thing that people can't handle change either.
Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe.
It's interesting.
At the end of the day, I just feel like I can't play the poor me card as much if I lost the weight.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm just
and because I live with Marzi and we're cousins.
I don't think my personality will ever change.
Yep.
I just may be more careful with my words.
Yeah.
A little bit. Less abrupt.
And that's sad because I wish
you
we
have
could
to be careful with some of the things you say.
Yeah. I hate it. I really hate it because it's not fair.
You even got criticism in something.
Yeah, I did.
I criticised you in some of the things.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I never get offended by some of the things you say, but other people do.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me. But some people try to defend me on behalf of me. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'll tell her straight.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're cousins and we live together.
Yeah.
And even before we were living together and we weren't as close, I used to feel a lot of sympathy for Marzi when she cried, didn't I, Mars?
You did.
Now I'm like, get over it, girl.
Yeah.
Get over it. It's until you live, because I had the whole mentality, poor Marzi, she's overweight. I feel sorry for her, didn't I, Mars?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm like, get over it. You know?
As a quick disclaimer, when I am genuinely upset and hurt,
Yeah.
she consoles me, okay?
I'm a
It's
very
when I'm
empathetic
being-
person.
when
I'm a very
I'm
empathetic
being
person.
A bit too drama queenish, because
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer. I get overly emotional.
Yeah.
Someone looks at me the wrong way, like, not looks at me the wrong way. Someone drops a... I mean, when someone steals my food, I
That's exactly right. When someone steals her food, she cries.
Not now,
Exactly.
But when I was at, like, yeah, well, actually, no, even now.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a bad mood, like, sometimes I get moody. I also kind of wanted to say that I don't want people to push body positivity on me. Not
Okay.
everyone does.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't need people to throw body positivity my way. I feel like that happened, like, I feel like that's another thing that Rebel might be into, forced into, because of her weight, that she's kind of like a spokesperson for fat people,
Yep.
body positivity and all that crap. Maybe she doesn't want to do that anymore. Not everyone wants to be I don't want to be a spokesperson for it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't. You know, other people can do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to. So, you know, don't throw that at me and don't put that pressure on me. And I feel like that's a negative mindset. I don't know. I feel like this video might come up one day and people will criticize me for saying this, but whatever.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you speak your mind. I
And
really
don't-
appreciate
but-
people who speak their
and
mind.
this comes back to the other topic. You could never say this.
No,
You
exactly.
could never say bad positivity, like too much positivity is bad. You can't say that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is, because
And you should be able to.
I want to be able to say stuff like this. I want to say a lot
because
more.
I know that we have the same opinion on this.
Yeah, we do.
And there's nothing wrong with you being a skinny person having that opinion. Because you don't knock anyone having an overweight size. We both also think that people should live the way they want to.
Yep.
And that if someone wants to lose weight and be healthier, that should be expressed and be positive. And we both have that same mindset, but I know that you could never express that opinion. So I have to do it on behalf of you, which I think is ridiculous.
I do too. I completely do.
You know.
Because I have a lot to say, and I'm keeping my mouth completely shut because I don't feel like handling the backlash. You know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've helped Marzi for the last 3 years, 4 years in losing weight. I've helped her whole life, but since we've been living together, I've helped her unbelievably so.
I was never, because I lived interstate before.
Yep.
So I moved interstate in order to, like, there was a lot of reasons why, but part of that is for my health and to get myself better, because I couldn't do it by myself.
Yep.
And I was around too much negativity and chaos and destruction that I had to run away and get away from that.
Yep.
And be around more positive family members. So, yeah, I probably, honestly, if I was still there in the past, I reckon I'd be bedridden by now, and that's the truth.
100%.
You know?
100%.
And I don't want to be that.
No.
I'd probably be having a heart attack and die, and I don't want to be that. So,
Yep.
I choose to lose weight. Rebel chooses to lose weight, and I think good on her for doing that. And
Me too.
I don't think anyone should pull her down for it.
No.